thought I'd share with you a story which is quite relevant to what I want to talk about today. And it was about, God, how old was I? 16 maybe, 15, 16, 17. Probably earlier, 15. And I was at a disco and there was me and another guy who was there, a lad, my friend, and we're both chasing the same girl. And we had been for a while. And this night, it was a kind of a social gathering. It wasn't just for kids, it was like mums, dads, all that kind of thing. And we both had this race to ask her to dance, and I just couldn't do it. I was too embarrassed. I felt, so self-conscious that I didn't do it. And then I seen him did it, and he went and asked her to dance, and of course she danced on the dance floor, and I was so incensed that I hadn't been able to do it, and I was willing myself. I can still remember the feeling of willing myself to do it. And then I remember Madonna's Get Into the Groove came on, and as soon as it came on, I just stood up, marched over to her, asked her to dance, which she did, and we danced together. And I was that self-conscious. As soon as the song finished, I just about-faced and walked up the dance floor and sat down, just because I had to do it. So why was I embarrassed and ashamed? Well, I wasn't really. It was just the fact that I wasn't just not used to it. I was self-conscious. I wasn't used to being in the center of something. And of course, when it's a girl, this whole fear of rejection, even though I probably didn't even know anything about that then. But it leads me on to something I was talking to somebody about last week. And I got on the subject of dad dancing. Now, of course, dad dancing is designed to embarrass your kids. But I always used to be so self-conscious about dancing. It was this conflict that I love human movement. It really excites me. It's such a passionate thing. This is why I watch Strictly on a Saturday, but don't tell anybody. It comes from the soul, from the heart. But for the longest time I was so embarrassed. The fact I only ever danced when I'd had a drink. But something happened a few years ago. I started really looking at why I was feeling judged or feeling embarrassed by doing these things. And it was just something that Joy said this morning, because Joy is in the choir. And she went to church. It was it's Christmas church fair today, and sang in the choir, and she really was nervous about doing it. And even though she's a great singer, nobody knows about that, so don't tell anybody. And it got me thinking about this whole, I can't do it. What if people see me? What if people know me? What will they think? Here's what I said to her. I said, who cares? What anybody thinks or says about you has got nothing to do with you. You can't control their thoughts and actions. All you can do is control how you react and respond, and whether you even value their opinions of you. Because so many people do. And it gets back to the dad dancing, the same thing. That's why I was so subconscious. It's what people might say, I'm a crap dancer. Look at him, laugh, ridicule, humiliation. But really, it's all in here. It's just all bullshit. Nothing's real until you make it real, until you witness it, until there's a truth there. And what I mean by that is, when someone has an opinion of what you might be doing, or they might say something to you, do you really want to value their opinion over the opinion of yourself? There's no point. You are enough being who you are, just like I know I am. And now my dad dancing, I can do that stone cold sober in the middle of the street. And if I embarrass my son, good job.